All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Mhm.
back to the World Arena podcast, aka the
Wow.
WOPcast.
Yes.
Today, Firas and I are joined by none other than the other Grogan abuser,
That's
Childish. Thank you for joining
second
us.
place.
Childish is here. Thank you for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be here. Been listening to your podcast here for many, many moons now, and just couldn't be more happy to be here and get an opportunity to talk with you guys.
Yeah.
Good to
Well,
have you, man.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we did something a little different this week. So this week we took Childish's account and I went on it and changed some of his RTA builds and things like that. And we're going to see if we can get him pole vaulted into hopefully, G1 range at the very least, high C3. Obviously, it's not going to happen on this episode, but just with the last 2 weeks of the season, everybody's trying to get their new best rank or just secure a skin or something like that. So we figured Childish would be the perfect test subject for us here. So
So he was messaging me a couple days ago, actually, before I asked him, like, wait a second, we were talking about this idea, and then you were talking to me a couple days ago. And I was like, I want to help Childish, and they're like, okay, this just the stars aligned, so this worked out
Stars
perfect.
aligned, yeah.
Yeah, so we can
Yeah.
all have
Yeah.
this in one episode, and
Yeah.
we get you as a guest, and
Right.
we get you as G1. Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, you guys are
Oh,
being modest here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make history here. We're gonna be the first G4
Yeah.
player
top
in the Summoners
100 at
community. We're
least.
gonna make it
G4,
happen
you
now,
said.
from zero to hero. Okay,
Yep.
from zero to hero. That's what
Yeah.
this series is gonna be. Yeah.
We'll
But
see,
it'll
we'll
be
see.
cool too, because like since you also stream as well on Twitch,
Mhm.
you can like people can also go from here to your stream and see like what the adjustments changed or like
Yep.
see if you started climbing and stuff like that, which is cool. And hopefully other people can follow suit. And
Yep.
so yeah, are you ready? Are you ready to
I don't know if I'm ready. So for those of you guys that are watching right now, I have not looked at anything right now. So I'm waiting for that shock fire. We're gonna see what kind of changes he made
this
here.
is
So.
like what's that show? Extreme Makeover RTA
Extreme
edition.
Makeover, yeah. That's it. That's it. You got a new title for your video.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say "Revenge Body" by that Kardashian. You know
Right,
what
right,
this
right.
we're gonna do?
So yeah, if you want to open your box, so the main thing that's like important with players in lower ranks, I mean, honestly, not even lower. Like honestly, if you're G2 and below and trying to get higher than what your current best is, like the number one thing you can do is condense your runes so that you're actually using units of the quality of the rank that you're trying to get to. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to get G1, you need your units to have G1 quality. You may not be able to do that on 30 units, but you may be able to do that on 15 units or 10 units or whatever. And the same goes if you're G2 trying to get G3. You need to have G3 quality units to get G3. So if that means condensing your runes, that's like the number one thing you should do. So yeah, you probably had like, I don't know, a lot of units ruined.
Yeah,
maybe
30,
like
30, at least 30 for
Yeah.
sure. Because I wanted to have like a turn one comp and a turn two comp, but a couple of alternates when I needed. Never needed that many.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, but
You need
you're right.
a
You're absolutely
lot.
right.
Yeah, you need a lot of runes to, like, I'm barely at that point. I'm probably just below that point. Really, I should stop stretching between having a turn one comp and a turn two comp. Really, I don't even have turn two units. So a lot of people in general should just be, especially with current meta.
Mhm.
In general, you really need to condense and stick to that condensed box.
Mhm.
And that's what we did for you.
All
Yeah.
right, all right.
And so and the other thing too, though, it's like I also have like this. Not everyone agrees, but I have the philosophy too of like I would rather have my best runed units in a bad matchup than poorly runed units in the matchup in their counter matchup. You know what I mean? Like I would rather have my 115 efficiency Ryu in a bad matchup than a 90 efficiency Juno in a matchup versus things Juno's supposed to beat, because you're just gonna get better results. Like it's just how it is. Like if your Ryu is stacked, he's gonna win games he just shouldn't, but he's also gonna win the games that he should because
Sure.
he's Ryu and he's stacked and he's a really good unit. And
Yeah.
then if you gas up his rune quality, he's going to win matchups that you probably shouldn't win too.
Right.
A couple despair stuns here and there, a little extra tankiness because you invest the runes in him, and then all of a sudden he's beating things he normally wouldn't. So it's also really good to condense your box just so that you don't start picking things that you shouldn't. Like when you've got too much to think about, it's even like someone like Thompson who has, I don't know, 60, 70 units ruined, probably better than my best unit. Like he has that issue where it's like, what the fuck? What do I pick? He's just scrolling through pages of units. Like you got to find the exact right one. That's hard to do. Even if you're Thompson, one of the best players in the world, it's hard to do. So yeah, so mostly for your comp, we runed up like mid-range, which is similar to what Firas and I play. Basically, you're not going over the top trying to get turn one, but you are trying to out-violent the other violent users. You're trying to out-despair the other despair people. So you are still focused a little bit on speed. So if you want to go to your Ryu, he's like the optimal first pick because everything can kind of revolve around him. He's got a strip, he's got damage, despair runes give him the chance to stun, etc. He's got a speed lead, obviously. He's a demon of a solo unit. He beats almost anything in a 1v1. So he's just a really good mid-range unit, and you want him to be as fast as possible because it increases your odds of winning if he's moving in front of their despair units. If they don't get the chance to despair you and cuck you before you've moved, then your odds of winning just go up drastically.
And especially if you don't own an Oliver, like you were saying earlier.
That too.
You need to first pick Ryu. In this current season, this current meta, you have to first pick Ryu. If you're trying to get somewhere, really, that's unfortunate, but it's reality right now. So that's what's happening with that.
Yep. So the next unit that like kind of moves pretty closely to him is CP. Chung Peng, who follows up.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's on violent. Pretty much Ryu is pretty much the only unit that you can get away with not having Will on just because he'll cut if a pushback unit tries to go after him. Everything else you pretty much want to have Will just in case you do get outsped. Even though you are still kind of trying to outspeed people, you want to be on the safe side and have Will. And ideally you will eventually have Will on your Ryu, but you've just got to get lucky on a couple Will runes. Who knows if or when that'll happen.
But it's also good if Ryu's off Will helps against Gianna. If you have to leave a Gianna, for example, it gives you that little option. It's still kind of a luck sack that you're hoping to screw up their turn order and possibly get a stun, but there's that benefit of being off Will with Ryu too. So it's not total downside not being on Will.
Yep. And so those two are also like your primary kind of strips. I mean, Ryu's the real strip, but Chung Peng is just kind of the backup if he really screwed things up. So after Chung Peng, you want a couple of things. You want the option of having supports that go after him. So that's like Wusa or Chloe. But the main comp is like units like Ren or Savannah who will follow up and capitalize on the strips that you just hopefully landed. So I think Ren moves next in the order. So, I mean, after speed lead, this is right behind Chung Peng.
Right. And initially when I looked at it, I was like, oh, is that going to work? I keep on forgetting about the base speed, which is why I probably didn't mess around with it all too much here because like I said, it was really hard to speed turner.
Yeah, his base speed is absolutely crazy. He's not the best unit. You can't pick him every single game. He's not going to beat a Juno. He's not going to even help you versus a Juno. He'll probably hurt you more than he helps you, but he's really good at like just absorb, like keeping Mashas at bay, keeping them silent so they can't S2 you after you've stripped her, of course, and just turn cycling, absorbing, silencing, doing all that crazy stuff. Your backup strips that continue to follow in case just everything is still going wrong, because that's just how this game works sometimes, is like Savannah. So she goes, I'm pretty sure she's in between the CP and the Ren right now, so she can clean
Savannah,
up. Yeah, Savannah. Yeah. So she can clean up CP. If CP and Ryu have both missed strips, and you still need to get that crucial unit stripped, she can go. Ideally, you're just S3ing, but
Right.
if all else fails, you have her strip, and she's on Despair, which is just pretty much the optimal build for Savannah right now.
I was gonna say I've been using it. I've been using it on the PvE side before we connected, and it's been working really well. It's caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, it's really good. And then the next part of the comp, which is where you're actually picking up kills and winning games, is like a little mini core of Dominic, Ziana, and Tableau. So basically the Dominic and the Ziana are tuned to go in front of the Tableau. So you can either launch a double nuke into something with either or. So like Ziana can S2, which defense breaks. Tableau gives another turn. Ziana S3s onto the thing that she just defense broke. Or Dominic just gets to launch his ridiculous damage that we all know about twice.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Tableau's completely busted with these overpowered single target units, but it is what it is. I'll only complain until I pull them. So yeah. So
we
Tableau's
do have Joe Gunn. I believe
Yep.
we did run up Joe Gunn. Yeah, that's another
Yep.
strip just in case.
So Jogun's right after Ryu and before the CP moves, of course.
Yep.
And then Tableau's right behind everybody. Just on a tanky build. And then in max accuracy for his S2.
Of course. Surprised he even had an accuracy rune to mess around with there.
It's your only one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I told you, I didn't have missing that.
Yeah.
Some people just don't have those runes, you know.
Mhm.
I don't have it either. And I think to note with Joe Gunn being on Swift, you would think that he would be plus 200 something. But if you, and especially in this meta now, when you need so many units closely tuned because of Oliver, using a Swift set just to get you at the right speed is perfectly fine. It doesn't need to be plus 200 all the time. It doesn't need to be plus 210, 220. Doesn't not matter. As long as it's tuned where it's supposed to fit, it'll do its job as long as you don't get resisted, obviously.
Yeah. Because you see people all the time too, like in chat and stuff on Twitch, where it's like, oh, I don't have runes for a Joe Gunn. So they just don't have him even as an option. They don't even have him out of their storage. They're like, can't get him there on Despair, can't get him there on Violent, so I just don't even rune Joe Gunn. And it's like, at least have him. Like, if you have the Swift set, like, just break him out. Like, who knows? There might just be a perfect game where he's the force ban, and then who cares if he was on Swift? Like,
doesn't matter.
Right.
Just at least you had him as a good slot.
Yeah.
If he did, let's say he was on Despair, he was at the exact same speed. He used S2 and he stripped. He didn't just stun anything. What's the difference between him and
nothing,
a Swift one?
Yeah, exactly. Nothing changed.
Nothing. It's the same thing. So as long as it's tuned, has its accuracy, you can. That's how I run a lot of my units now. How many like Teslas on Swift?
I use a lot of mid-range Swift units nowadays.
I was gonna say here too, and that's the cool thing for. I'm sure a lot of people have seen. You know, they were obviously they've seen it because they watch your podcast. But from my experience of watching both of you guys always have some unique units that you bust out, some unorthodox builds that you bust out on things that people wouldn't have think. So once I looked at this initially, and I saw Ren and I saw Teshar locked up in here, I'm like, oh dear, we got they're mixing it up. I haven't shown Teshar. I don't think I did, but if I did, they'll see it here.
Yeah, so
he's there for a reason.
We'll go to the Swift units then. So your main Swift unit is Escher, just because he is just like the ultimate synergy with Water Ryu, Dominic, Tableau, Ziana, Savannah. He's everything for those units. He's the healer, the speed booster, the attack bar booster, the stripper after you Tableau reset everything.
Healer.
Yeah, so
Cycle has S3. It's great.
Yep.
Best unit all the time. Yep.
So I didn't go complete peak speed just because we had other Swift units we wanted to rune, and Escher on Nemesis is just ridiculous because Mashas and stuff like that always try to just get him out of the way as soon as possible, and then you get the Nemesis boost and then just mess up their day. The second best Swift set I think is on Triton. Just as a way to contest like I don't know. He's 9 times out of 10 when you've picked a Triton, it's because he's going to get banned. So you don't even have to really think too much about him as long as he's just as fast as you can get him with as much accuracy as you can get him.
He'll do the job.
The rest doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Teshar. So the reason I like units like Teshar is because you can use him against people that you already fought. So like if you pull the same guy twice and you know this and this and this are off will, or this and this are off will, he's such an easy unit to rune because of his crazy ass base speed. And it's just like, it's just so good to have, where it's like, okay, we fight the same guy twice. I saw his Gianna's off will. You just slam Teshar. His base speed's so crazy. He'll be faster than the Gianna. You can stun it. You can strip something else, stun that while stunning his Gianna, or whatever it is that you hit. So I love having tools like that ready, where it's, especially when they're easy to rune, because then it's like, why not? Why wouldn't you have it ready if you can? I'm trying to think.
I know now. Back in the day, I haven't used Teshar at all outside of like the PvE content. Now that we're going to be incorporating it, I probably should get finish these off there.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We'll play with it first. We'll see how it
it doesn't change his stun chance either way, so that's fine.
If he wins 3 games in a row, 3 times he's drafted, he wins 3 times. We'll skill him up on the
there you go
podcast. There you go. Give him 3.
Yeah.
And so the only other thing that's ruined that's not just a counter pick is Shizuka. I think she has like your last remaining like best bio set, so she's still in front of Tableau in her S1 strips. So you can like use a CP strip, use a Shizuka S1 strip, then Tableau, then CPS3, then Shizuka S3, and then she'll actually stun because Tableau stuns himself automatically. So you'll always have a Shizuka stun to throw back at them. So she's tuned for the comp as well. She's also just completely busted. So
yeah, she's so good.
That helps too, because
like I was thinking to myself, listening to kind of the units that you picked and whatnot here, a couple of AoE strippers, but of course some single target strippers. I'm like, wow, how's that going to work if I'm only talking that 1 or 2? The incorporation of Tableau allowed me to cycle back and then get an return to do work. Now it's all making sense. It takes about 2 years for it to kick in, whatever. But now I think I get it.
Now let's actually put it in practice, though.
Yeah, put it into practice.
Yeah. So everything else that's ruined up is really just a counter pick. I mean, Ciara is just, you got to have some other that you can put on Triple Revenge at some point. I mean, I don't. I'll do
that work for you. Don't forget.
Yeah, this is just a double Nem trap for when your Ryu gets stolen, your Chloe.
That's what I was using, I think, last time too, right? Double Nem.
Yeah, but you had her super tanky. I don't know how she was on speed HP. So you need a miracle to cut.
Oh, right. You're right. Yeah. No, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so I just put her on speed attack just to make sure that she gets hit by a Ryu. She's gaining like 60% bar, and she's definitely going next.
Definitely going first, right?
Yep. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So the main like starting point of the draft is like you're always going to try to get your Ryu and CP into it, because everything kind of just kicks off of whatever they do. Like Savannah needs those guys so that she can tee off on people. Ren needs those guys so that they can tee off on people. And then they're also, CP is just great with Tableau in general. You could, if you get just CP and Tableau through, you almost have an entire CC comp built in right there with just those 2 units making it through. So
you don't even need to stun, really. Well, the stun is bonus, but if Tableau's through, you get your full pushback. Even if you don't get full pushback, Tableau moves. It's like it's the equivalency of a stun. They just do everything again.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We both don't have Tableau, so we kind of drool over it.
Right. And that's the funny thing. I'm one of those people that had like some of these units. I got them all like right before they got nerfed, so I got excited to pull them, but I would not, I'm not be able to take full advantage of them the way people. The only other unit that I had was Jogun, which I chose not to use because I couldn't get the speed tuning corrected. But
you could.
See, these games are like the perfect Jogun games. Like this guy, he's making 0 attempt to go in front of you, so you don't need to even think about a swift unit. Like
Yeah.
right here, you can just take your Jogun, take maybe Ziana or just some other follow up.
I wouldn't go double wind, but Zion. That's what's really good about taking a Ziana. So you don't care about what
elements
go down,
Yep.
right?
And so, like, if this guy were to go something here that's like immunity, and it's gonna scare you into like, oh crap, I really don't want to miss on these guys. That's where you would take a Tableau because it'll always give you a second chance to get him again. But
Mhm.
like, if he's gonna go like solo units like this, I mean, Tableau's still perfectly fine here, but I mean,
Miho in 2022. What is this?
so I mean, I think Dominic pretty much just puts this guy away here.
Yeah.
I don't think he has much of a choice but to ban that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird to see Dominic super fast here. I've always had a slower set on him. I think he was.
Yeah, he's
I don't even know
really
what
good
that-
in front of Tableau. So, I mean, I think the safest thing to ban is probably just, I don't know, what do you think, Frost? Riley or Kinky?
I was thinking one of those two, yeah.
Just Riley.
Yeah.
Because she's the only one that's going to be close to 100 res, and then nothing else is going to really matter.
Yep.
Dominic still eats through everything.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
left the Joe gun, so now we can just put it away, just to make sure that you don't get any defense breaks on you, because that'll give him a chance to cut in and mess you up.
S2 right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
Of course, the one we want to put away is the one that we don't
save
get.
it for now.
Yeah, just save it. Just S3.
Don't need to burn it.
Hopefully land. Okay, that's not too bad.
And what's gorgeous about Ziana, I would S3, get the pushback.
Do we take out Miho right away then, or for the? Well, I guess we could take out. You could take out Leica here.
I'd hit the Molong with this skill.
Do the Molong.
Just because you missed everything on it.
Yeah. Sure. Hold on. Now freeze. Now looks like your Moor would move in front, but actually it doesn't matter.
This will kill Miho. Just kill Miho with this. I don't think there's any way you lose after this thing's gone.
Crit.
Oh yeah, you actually crit.
Yeah. I crit. You called it.
Well, you have I think. Did you run this 15 crit too?
No, it's not 15. I just gave it the fastest runes.
Oh, there it is, right there, folks.
Pretty
standard.
Pack it away. Cycle your S3. That's all it's doing. But yeah.
Those games, it's tough to learn anything from though, because it's like even if you learn it, or even if you were to have lost this somehow, it's probably just going to be because of a bunch of resists and nonsense and whatever. Kind of like what this Kinky's trying to pull off.
Yeah, he's trying to do a little something.
Uh-oh.
But Dominic should still shred this guy. And I think, I'm pretty sure Ziana is going to start doing more damage. I guess he does still revenge. Well, just strip and kill it.
This. Oh my god.
Still alive.
No, you're still fine. You can't kill him.
I can't get a stun on him. That's what it is.
Yeah, just should be dead.
Oh my god!
Not even close. See?
You got unlucky though. There was a lot of res going on, right? It shouldn't have gotten that close, but still, it was.
But those games are tough. Those games are tough because like sometimes you'll just lose those, and there was just nothing you could have done. Like if that thing just wants to despair stun everything and defense break everything and not take any debuffs, like you're probably gonna lose to it.
Right. Now let me ask you this. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
When you lose more, that's where you get a little creative with draft.
Yeah, that's where I usually just X out of the draft, but no.
Just quit.
No.
You can just do like CP and Tableau or something like that, just so that you still get a speed lead in there.
Yeah, because you don't have any other options. Sierra, did you run Sierra?
Sierra, yeah, but it's just.
I want to go double wind this early. Yeah.
It'd be great if you had a Tomo.
Yeah, we were looking for.
Oh yeah, is Tomo speed lead too? I forget.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's a really good follow up too.
But yeah, in your case, you kind of just have to force Tableau early if you lose more.
Yeah, I mean, without more, you can still run a pretty clean Tableau draft. Yeah, like because here you can just go Escher, and I guess you're gonna have to take your Ciara. We need a speed lead. There's not much. but he's picked pretty much full water, full wind, so
Mhm.
CR's fine.
Trying to think what was your other speed lead runes?
Well, it was Triton, but it's gonna be Teshar.
Oh baby.
Yep. So
Uh-oh.
so take Teshar because you need your other Swift unit here.
Where's
You'll
Teshar
never
hiding?
see it coming.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
You
Oliver
are
Band.
Triton, actually, I think.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Triton with 24 is faster than Bastet with 33, so you want to just get rid of Triton.
That's a great point. I would have definitely missed on that. So
Just because of his base speed, that really. Now we got to really hope Teshar can do some work here if he outspeeds.
If he outspeeds, yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, and we can speed the Teshar up further too. I wanted to make sure it was on some damage, but if you are getting outsped, you can just ditch the damage and just go. You're
That's
the
close,
fastest
though.
Swift you have.
Yeah, it was a close call.
We might just. Oh, okay. So Teshar's out of the game completely.
Well, CP resist. Okay, CP and Tableau resisted everything. Oh, it's a crit damage Nephthys.
Okay.
I think it's pretty much.
You have to S2 into S3, whether you like it or not. You are on bio.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Okay, and it's not gonna happen.
Not quite.
So
That's all right.
today. I would poke.
You don't want to end it. Oh, you gonna poke?
Oh, Oliver does move in front of you, so it won't matter.
Yeah.
Even if you proc, no.
Counter. Wait, you actually can put that on the Oliver.
Yeah, bomb the Oliver. Now you can push it back with S3.
You gotta blow it up. Okay. Wait, this is.
Oh my god.
Oh, I revenged again. Damn it.
Yeah. I completely.
Okay,
I completely forgot about that.
Hold on.
You're revenged again.
Oh
what is going
God.
on? Wait, is it triple revenge?
It must be.
That's kind of nuts. If that's
just finish off that Nephthys. Wait,
and yeah, I think it's pretty much it.
Okay,
So,
yeah, now it's GG.
Yeah, that Nephthys revenge too much. She actually removed all hope possible. I would poke Chung Pung, but it won't matter now. That Nephthys revenge was way too consistent. Oh, wait a second.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I reset him?
You must have. You've done it twice now.
Yeah, keep doing S2. You need to keep glancing. Oh, okay. Well, that kind of helps.
Glance 2 now?
The CP is going crazy. Yeah.
That's it. Come on, baby.
Okay, both the water units are glance, so they can't do anything. Oh, he got the absorb.
Oh no, so close.
If he didn't get the absorb, he could have finished it. Okay,
dude, CP S3 twice, and Oliver still had its skills. How's that even possible?
You actually, you would have won that if Nephthys didn't revenge every turn. That was insane.
Yeah. That was. I mean, it was good to watch. It's good to have those.
Yeah.
Well, I would say let's speed up Teshar before you go into your next match.
I'm interested to see. So, what is Teshar's speed at right now? Because I mean, we can ditch the damage. Like, if you just change his slot forward or whatever your fastest is, so that it's not a crit rate rune, you might be.
Yeah.
Good to go.
All of it, slot 4.
Just whatever, attack or something like that?
Yeah.
Just see what your fastest is.
Yeah. Maybe attack, maybe it'll be crit rate. I don't think it'll be crit rate.
Gotta go
can we
property?
Sort it by subs?
Sub property, where am I at? All right.
There we go.
Well, check your ones that are equipped too.
Yeah. You want to check those out too?
Yeah.
Because I didn't de-rune everything, so some of these things might not even be being used right now. Yeah, like Chiwu is not being used.
This one is good.
Yeah, it's the same speed though.
Oh right.
What does Chiwu have?
It's a defense rune. Or HP Gardner. So yeah, take Chiwu's. That'll get you a little bit faster. So now it's what, 204? Or 304, I mean.
Or yeah. Yes, you're right, sir. I'm reading it backwards.
Yeah, we can do that for now. I mean, who knows? I doubt one speed would have made a difference in that fight, but
what about slot?
It might in a different one.
Can we double check slot 6?
Yeah, see what your fastest slot 6 is.
I think you have it on this year. 29.
What's that Swift rune?
Oh, you got the accuracy rune. 33. But
Yeah, I
that's
mean
all.
we can ditch the
Oh, there
accuracy
you go.
for that. Yeah, let's
Okay.
go that.
Wait a sec, we're slacking here.
Well, it's because you got to land the stun, but
Yeah,
we
but
can just YOLO it.
I would YOLO it all day. We can see if you have a higher accuracy slot too as well.
Yeah.
Even
So-
if it's an off-brand rune, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it can be.
No one's ever drafting away Tashar from you to.
21 here, but probably one more attack based, right? Two as well.
It's more so that we land the stun than anything. The stun is based off which skill, Zig?
the third.
The third. It is okay.
So yeah, I would just take that one with the big accuracy.
Because Jogun has the other one, he needs it. Triton has the other one. You probably ditch Triton. If we were to try to chase speed somewhere else. Get
Okay, I mean this is 310 now, so that's much faster than before.
Yeah. The only concern would probably be Bastet resisting if they're off will. Other than that, like for turn 1, we're talking who would be off will. But
Yeah.
even that's not as likely.
But like even in that situation, because the S2 strips, so like you could still stun the Nephthys or the Oliver, even if you missed the
That's right.
Bastet.
This is underrated. This is goated. This toucher.
I've fed so many of these freaking things too. I don't have one.
Now I kind of regret it. Yeah, let's give that a shot.
I think I fed 4 non-dupe Teshars.
That's insane.
That's actually and this is so sad. It's embarrassing to say this on camera too, but there's a lot of things that I missed. I missed the Ciara skill 3 attack bar reduction there when it changed, and I missed Teshar's stunning mechanic that they altered on this one as well.
Yeah,
they did that a while ago though, but like it
just goes under the radar because no one really cares about Teshar.
No, yeah.
But I mean, it works when you need especially when some guy first picks away your Triton. It's like you've got to have a backup. I mean, who knows how realistic that'll be in higher ranks, but
right. And skill 3, the all even the AOE part, like all that whole mechanic can stun, right?
Yeah,
that's pretty sick. That's the secret weapon right there.
You want your Ryu first.
Always first pick Ryu.
Yeah.
There's no exception. Now this you could
Revenge.
Jogun is kind of juicy here.
Jogun, Chung
Pung.
Yep.
You're always forced to take Chung Pung because you don't have like Cigar or pretty much just Cigar, so it's forcing you to early pick Chung Pung.
Yeah. And for the strip and stuff like that. I was gonna say Ganny, the attack bar manipulation is 2000 late. No one uses Ganny, right?
Yeah. Cigar power creeped Ganny out of the game.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Just out of strip, I guess. I would take Escher for sure. Hold on.
I think Escher and Tableau's pretty good here.
But if he bans the Chung Pung, I'm not liking it the whole draft so much. But then again, you can just like delete the bird.
Works. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't own a Tableau to have this stream, but neither does Ziggy. So I gotta see what Ziggy's stream is over here.
So we banned in the segment here since that one's gonna interrupt our flow or what?
We'll see what his last pick. He's definitely leaving Chung Pung. We know that much.
It's not the worst thing.
Yeah, I think I'd ban his segment. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, because if he just gets one cooldown, assuming he bans either Jogun or I did not expect a Ryu ban. That's not the worst.
Well, that's good. Now you don't even really have to risk the Verd because you can just put it away with Jogun.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's the Will Double Revenge tech.
Yeah. And in this spot, you actually prefer putting away the Vertigo versus the Antares.
Yeah, the Antares probably should have Will. I suppose if it doesn't, you could think about putting it away.
Yeah, we're not so fortunate here. So,
do we even need to use skill 2 since we're going ahead of him either way?
In case he revenges,
I'd probably use it
real time. Yeah, but like in case you missed the revenge,
land some strips.
Hey, strips worked. Hey, look who it is.
This is better than when your Chung Pung is exposed. So I guess.
Classic.
So skill 3 in here to get the.
I would actually do
S2.
S2.
Oh, okay.
If you proc,
give yourself the other turn. Because now you get
Now
to
to a
S3 on
filter?
defense. Yep, because now you get to S3 with Chung Pung on defense broken units.
Sure, that makes sense.
Just hit the Antares.
Yep, let's get rid of that stupid thing. And if you get your pushbacks, your Escher is going to be able to finish it off.
Oh, good point. I keep on thinking about Escher just instead of just turn 1, it's also a.
That's
Of
expected.
course, this thing goes again.
Yeah, that's about right. Hey, so do we though.
Nice. S2.
Oh,
Get him. Okay, the slows are good.
Okay, S3 Antares for sure.
Yep.
We need that thing obliterated if possible.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good damage.
He's on cooldown.
He's on cooldown, yeah.
Yes.
I think this guy got just the right Antares proc to keep him in this, though. This is going to be tough to kill. Oh, it's a good crit.
That is a good crit. We'll take it.
Keep
Gotta
hitting
keep on
him.
working.
Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Going on Antares.
He
Look
goes
at this.
again.
He's so good. He's
Stop
so
it.
good.
Stop it.
Get
Kill it.
Antares. You still got to get rid of Antares.
Oh my god!
He
you got the
stopped your doubles.
Wow, and he gets the free stun. This guy's awesome.
Too good.
I was hoping we'd get some like real matches that like actually had some thought behind them, but I guess
season RTA is this kind of garbage right now.
I guess we don't get that luxury.
It'll happen after we get off the recording.
Yep.
That's the way it goes now.
It's actually a good Riley proc for us because now you can put it away.
Yes.
Okay, do not revenge, Verd. You little shit.
Don't do it.
You've had enough.
Happen.
Okay.
Whoa! Good. It didn't, but I mean, it still doesn't matter. He still gets the attack bar.
Yeah, we'll see. Miss something at some point.
No. Oh wait, why is he doubling? Oh, because he's already on max cooldown. Yeah, poke the Oliver.
It's gonna be hard.
Man, Antares. I would, push. Okay, don't push, I guess. Don't push, I guess.
Just can't get it to go.
Yeah, no, this ain't happening.
This ain't happening yet. We'll let it
go. Classic.
Did Chung Pung even proc that match?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
It's so frustrating that Antares can cut the doubles, though. That's really stupid. That his additional turn takes precedent over tableaus.
It's all. I mean, like I said, it may not work out the way we wanted to here on the recording, but your idea is sound. Utilizing the tableau to get the turn 2 rotate or the cycling rotation is pretty good. Didn't even think about that. Considering
triple blast on the Antares too, when Chung Pung did do S3, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
It was just the whole match was RNG, unfortunate.
Look at this guy.
Oh no!
He knows. He knows.
Summoners. Wait, what?
Yo, is this your friend? Are you guys? Is this somebody in your house right now?
Wait, is this the guy we fought last game or something?
It must be. It must be.
I would remember a potato.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember who we fought, but that is kind of weird. So, I mean, I would just take Escher and maybe just Ren or something like that.
What's nice about him taking Tableau, though, it's very unlikely for him to take Savannah, for him to take Leo, so that you could go Savannah if you wanted, like early. But you went Ren, so it's fine. Just hopefully he doesn't double down and on the wind and take Savannah as well. Okay.
What are his strips going to be, though?
Just Chung Pung, let's say. Oh, you talking about me or no?
No, this guy. Yeah, so far nothing really. So honestly, I would just go Shizuka and.
You can't strip. We're at the pace now. We're just banning his last pick.
Yeah, so
if he takes a stripper.
Well, no, you're gonna have to ban CP almost no matter what, right? You can just take Leo, I guess. I don't know. Actually, I hope he's ruined. I didn't touch him, but
we'll find out the hard way. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
But if he takes a reliable stripper, I kind of would rather leave Chung Pung. It's for him to botch his strips, and then he doesn't really strip it, get the pushbacks potentially.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he has now because we know he has to ban Leo. You can kind of just play the game of go in front of him because you have Escher and
look at this. He's obviously banning Leo when he gets to Triton. Yeah.
Huh?
No, he's obviously banned Leo, right?
I would ban Triton.
Because if he lands those strips, this is what I was talking about. So now he only has one Now, if he's tuned, but again, you can easily outspeed him right now too.
Yeah, I think it's probably Swift Tableau, but we might outspeed. So
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe if you guys we didn't play him just now, we may have played him. You may have played him when a little bit earlier.
oh yeah, that's true too. I did a few wings to test the tuning.
Oof.
That's all right though. You got the important ones. So yep, just do your thing. And now just Shizuka S3, you'll have immunity again. He can't do anything.
Yeah, he can't strip. That's right. S3 for sure. And that's it.
No problem.
Okay, I don't know what this S2 does because I don't own this
It's a
unit.
defense break.
Oh.
Then he hugs himself with his hand.
What units do you still need?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Yeah. I think I heard it quite a bit here from the that last podcast with Wycuz.
Not letting me. Yeah, the one with Wycuz, we both went off on crap.
He's just a baby.
Cooldown reduction on anybody?
Yeah, yourself.
Whoops.
For us and I use all the same units. He acts like he's lacking units. We've got the same exact draft. He doesn't have my Grogan, which sucks for him.
Well, I don't. I'm playing your comp because you figured out a comp that actually works for my unit pool. But I want to play the other shit too. That's the thing. But I am being a baby. Yeah,
it's all right. One of these days you'll get your Juno. Everything will be great.
Yeah,
I kind of want to play in C2, dude. These are all like speed battles. Like this looks fun to me. Yeah, like what the heck?
Then all of a sudden you want to play turn 1 in C2. What are you talking about?
G3 is just LDs and freaking units with plus 120 speed that beat you anyways because they're just stupidly overpowered and light and dark and.
I should just get a better account.
So Tableau Escher here.
Yep.
We're trying to guarantee.
Yeah, definitely. This guy's going full speed, and then we've got Triton, or we can try the Teshar last because I guarantee you this guy's missing some little runes.
Oh yeah, I love Teshar. I want to see Teshar.
I know, right?
Yeah, we should do it for science. Forget Triton.
For science, yeah. Triton's overrated.
We know the people watching want to know does Teshar
win?
Yeah. This is it. I mean, this is true content right here. So at the time of this recording, this is normally when I would stream. So
what is this guy doing here?
I have no idea.
Oh, we're not taking Teshar. What's his name? Douglas is a 4-span for him. Pretty much any fire unit you take is going to be a 4-span for him. So you can lock in the Douglas and then think about it. Okay, if I know he's going to ban the Douglas, what should I ban that? Because I know he's banning the Douglas. Now, if he moves first with Ethna, assuming you ban the Leo, and then you can boost with your Escher, you get some AoEs off.
I'd ban Leo still.
Yeah, and that's kind of the playthrough of putting in my head before the draft happens. And then it goes, now hopefully we outspeed. 33 Ethna's kind of scary.
Yeah, I feel like
definitely going first, but we're on all tank builds, so she's not going to put anything to 50. She can still stun anyways. It's just not a guaranteed one like she would otherwise have. But Escher, it doesn't even. I was gonna say it doesn't. Usually you just go for the Escher there, but that's also another reason why I use Nem Eschers specifically for Ethnas.
Oh,
that's pretty good. Yep, S2. Yeah. Tableau.
I'm figuring out this S2 thing here. It's crazy.
No defense breaks, which kind of sucks because you would have killed something right here.
I would go on Oliver.
Yeah.
Oliver's disgusting.
He's the ultimate comeback unit. He's the ultimate everything unit.
Yep.
There we go. Pop that S3.
The Ethna resisted, but that should be all right.
Well, not letting
glancing, yeah. Yeah, glancing though.
I would still just hit the Oliver.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. Nice. In this situation, you still push back Oliver, or do you try to stun the
that was exactly why you would want to push him back. But you get cooled down, I hope.
Wait, okay. Apparently we didn't cool down anything. Andy procced out, but that's par for the course.
Speed buff?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got Chibu. I wouldn't surprise me if he got Chibu and missed the wind units. That's just how the game works. You did not get the chew, so you reset nothing. But you can kill
It's
Oliver.
honestly probably still a win, which is insane because everything failed.
Right.
And Tablo gets to go off. Okay, he's misplaying. Hold up.
Oh, sorry. Oh, they did
It's
it.
all right.
you
It's
still-
just
okay, you still cut. I didn't realize you didn't have S2.
Sorry, we like to greed here. Yeah, definitely S2.
Very greedy. Very greedy.
I'm a very greedy guy myself. I would not. Let me think.
You can. The Verd's at pretty much 100 bar anyway. Ethna's not on violent, so even if you got revenge, nothing really changes.
Yeah. I feel like once Seth is dead anyways, then
You deduced that faster than I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ethna's dead as soon as Escher moves, unless he
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay.
Unless
That's pretty
he
standard
doesn't.
here. Pretty standard. we got plenty of HP. Those were
This is good though. If you're winning worst case scenario games, that's a good sign.
Yes,
right.
that's true. This is.
I'll take it.
That was pretty bad as it could have really gone. Really.
Yeah. No defense breaks, no reset.
Yeah.
Chungpung basically didn't do anything. Chungpung was literally just there as a pushback. That's all he effectively did because no defense breaks went out and no resets went out.
So the stun value on Verd was pretty good there, assuming he wasn't he was going to land revenge.
It saves you from having to risk getting revenge, which is good. But yeah, I mean, I'm seeing too. Like, man, I wish we had another fire unit though. That was like, I mean, I wish another fire unit existed. I guess I should say because like that guy just gets swept up by any fire unit. If
we
one existed,
you said right. The Masha was he didn't have enough runes for Masha anymore. Oh, it's taken it.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I think you probably de-ruined Masha, right?
Yeah, she just doesn't synergize very well with units like CP and stuff like that. It's just she doesn't do anything to set him up. He doesn't do anything to set her up. They just kind of exist as their own units when they're on the field together. They don't really have any synergy.
Yeah.
Jogun and Ziana maybe, or what do you want to?
Yeah.
What's like that? Yeah.
Oh man, I was gonna say like these are all good Grogan games, but you don't have to use them because you have Ziana. I didn't ruin him. The Ziana took my attention.
If you could potentially ban Verd and take Savannah.
Yeah, I think that's the good idea.
Yeah, because that way, like Masha's going to be a pain, but you have 3 units that semi-deal with Masha anyway. As long as she's controlled, it won't matter. Okay, that's a horrible ban by him.
Yeah,
he just
horrible, but you know
that only works out for him if this Wusa is like on Swift and is like faster than CP by some miracle. It is not. So yeah.
And if you don't get any pushbacks on this, what's her name?
Oh gosh.
Okay. Yeah, this is what we have back.
Yeah, this is why we brought 3 freaking strips. Hopefully something gets stripped.
Attack break would be nice. That's nice. All right.
Okay, CP, definitely your turn to fail us.
Yeah. Violent.
Okay, the 2-piece is good. Yeah, definitely throw your S3 out.
Because we gotta take that Wusa push that Wusa. Sorry.
Did not reset. Wow, CP doesn't want to participate today. So go for the strip.
Yeah, strip on the Riley. Oh, okay, good.
The one with no accuracy managed to strip the Riley after everyone else.
Oh no!
The big resist.
This is still probably fine.
Because you still have defense break sitting on that Diana. So poke the Diana.
As long as this stupid thing doesn't proc. Okay, let's kill it.
Just S1.
Yep.
Yeah.
She'll
skill
eat
2?
it. Yep.
I think S2 kills.
Oh,
yeah, should kill. Kill.
Well, this isn't how we planned because we didn't reset that thing either, which is like...
It happens.
But it still looks okay. We got to get this Masha off her horse, though.
Yes. Okay,
we got a strip.
Got a strip. Yeah, we got a strip.
Okay, nice.
That worked out really good.
Yes.
Please push Riley. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, at least you got that. Despair, baby.
All right, let's kill this Wusa here.
Oh, you want to kill the Wusa? I thought you wanted to take him off the beast.
Yeah, but since we got these random defense breaks out of nowhere, we can try to kill this thing now while it's
Okay. Wusa, you
weak.
said?
Yep.
So go on, Musa.
Oh, crap.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that's
Well,
pretty standard, baby.
I guess those despair stuns didn't stick around for very long. That's unfortunate.
And Savannah is on a crit advantage, or is it just regular?
She's on a crit build, yes.
Yeah.
Crit rate, Savannah is. Yeah, I think so, right? I can't even remember.
Yeah, she is. She's on
Ziana's
crit.
crit damage, I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ryu can still do this if...
Yeah. Oh,
I really wish that died there.
Yeah, that would have been good if it died.
Yeah, now Sab's dead.
I think that's it. Too much to stay on the other side.
you can still despair stun to victory, you know? Maybe.
If this kills, he made a huge mistake throwing his S2 when you had your passive up, but...
Okay, man.
Yeah. That's alright. That's just...
Oh, there you go.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Just creating out of the water like it's no big deal,
I
you know?
love it.
But earlier, before we started recording this, when Zig and I were doing wings, it was... procs are insane right now. Today, there's something...
Our wings weren't going too hot either.
Yeah.
But...
Well, you let me know. We'll do a couple more. I don't know how many you want to do to like test out here, but...
Yeah, we can do one more. Let's do one more and then...
Do one more. All right. Let's see here. All right. What I was going to ask too while we were waiting was, oh man, now I got to think about it. But it was going to be some with regards to the account here. What was like, outside of the spreading of the runes and Shogun, I think I would do the spreading of the runes too thin. Was there any like big mistakes that you've seen a lot of like the people that have made those mistakes?
Yeah, I think a lot of people do this as well, and it's more of like, I honestly put this on calm to us more than like the players, but a lot of people don't optimize their artifacts very well, and it's largely because it's a total pain in the ass, and you have to do like a lot of math to figure out which artifact actually gives you the most damage and things like that.
So ruined.
What do you want here? What do you want?
We can do Tableau and Ziana, I guess, probably better than Savannah here. We're just going to ban this Leo, yeah.
Yeah.
Was Tessa ruined or no?
No.
Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah. Being able to easily calculate.
Yeah, so like most of... Like, I pretty much changed every single artifact on every unit, pretty much. But it's like... It's just so annoying. Like, I had to make my own, like, Excel calculator to just tell me what freaking artifact has the best, like additional damage output or whatever on my unit, because they just don't come to us. Like when you equip an artifact, it should tell you how much damage you're getting when you equip it. Like it's so ridiculous, but so I mean that's a big thing. I know it's a lot of effort, but I definitely recommend. Yes. Yeah, you shouldn't hit a fire unit there because of the ragdoll, but it should be.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah,
getting the attack break's not that bad though, and if you got a stun, it was bigger bonus, I guess. Okay.
That's about right. What do you lock down here?
We have to pack away the Nana, I think.
Yep.
And hopefully this Antares stops popping off.
Maybe that's right. I was gonna say maybe we get a despair stun. Oh wait, it's not on the despair no more.
Yeah.
Defense break.
S2, yep.
Gotta get it in.
Okay, we got the Antares somehow, mysteriously.
Yeah. The mysterious...
Okay, let's kill this thing, hopefully.
Yeah, Antares. Okay.
Any resets there?
Proc.
Yeah, you gotta reset on Antares of all units.
Oh my god, here it comes. I'll show you guys what a 7 looks like. 7 right here. Here we go.
Put him down.
Nope.
Oh, the slows.
That was very close to a 7, I'm sure.
Yeah. This Antares.
I love it.
It's so good.
I love it. This pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. Okay. So what we need to do is once we get out of here, you need to ruin my Antares like all these other Antares, and then we'll win. Is that how it is?
That's generally how the season goes.
That's probably your best bet.
Running up their Leovert Antares for themselves, and then
Yeah.
Goes from there.
Oh, actually, wait. There's a chance here. If this somehow kills Antares like with a crit, oh, it's
Oh,
at
super
1,
close.
and it broke.
Super close.
That
Yeah,
is
that sounds
at
about right.
literally 1.
Yeah.
You actually crit it too, and it left it at 1. But yeah, I mean,
Painful.
whatever. It is what it is. Summoners War. You win some, you lose them. But
Yeah, and then you get more Antares
yeah,
procs to finish up.
There's a lot more, but I could tell already looking at it. Like I said, you literally de-ruined like half of the units that I ruined them for RTA and condensed them to this, and a lot of units are like I didn't even realize how strong some of the builds were on this because we condensed so many things. So for any of you
everything's
guys
faster.
watching out there, I got to talk to your community real quick. For any of you guys watching out there that have an opportunity to connect with somebody, a friend, a guildmate, whatever like that, to take a look at your monster pack and see what other kind of things you do. I highly encourage it because I've actually worked with a handful of content creators, YouTubers, streamers, and whatnot over years, and every single time I connect with them, I always learn something different, something I haven't seen before, and it's only made me a better player, despite the fact that I lost a few matches today. But it's I'm learning there's so many things that I saw, like, oh wow, that really makes sense if I actually incorporated that into my strategy.
Well, to be fair, Antares losses don't count for anything. All right,
Right.
they're
You gotta take them with a grain of salt, as frustrating as they can be.
You don't call that a loss just because someone decides to take an Antares because they don't know how to play any other way. All right, so those are 2 losses or 2 or 3 Antares games already. They don't count. All right,
Yeah,
they don't count. They don't count.
Yeah, and I mean the other thing too, it's like when you like I do think people kind of discredit the actual like playing of RTA too. Like I think a lot of people like if they start to like bomb into C2 or C1 or whatever and their goal is C3, like everybody's first reaction is like, it's not my play, it's I don't have runes, I wasn't lucky with LDs, or like etc etc. You know what I mean? It's like everything, like you do have to practice. Like RTA is an actual skill, drafting is an actual skill. Like even if me or Firas hopped on every single person watching this account and fixed all of your builds, all of your artifacts, powered up everything, used all your grinds, whatever the hell it is, like you're still going to have to draft well, target well, do things like that. And like it's really tough. It's tough when you're not like a streamer or something too, and you're not actively like recording your games, because I actually didn't play RTA until COVID hit. Like I never played RTA. I've always played Summoners War since the week it came out, just a constant like farmer, guild content, stuff like that. And I never played RTA until COVID hit and I had way more time to do it. But like I started streaming, and when I started my stream I was C3, and like after every stream I could literally just like go back, watch my VOD, watch my replays, see what, because it's like an actual recording, I could see what I was saying and thinking in that moment because I was saying it out loud onto a stream. And it's hard, but like if you're not recording like that, but you do have to try to self-evaluate your games to some extent. Like maybe you did lose to a proc or something like that, but you have to, there could have been a different pick you could have made, different targeting you could have done, that a single proc doesn't cost you the game. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean you didn't get unlucky, but it also doesn't mean that it couldn't have been avoided. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's another just big thing when it comes to climbing.
And it is also like after you watch that replay, let's say you watch your own replay, like, did I really just lose to procs? And then rewatch it, you're like, yeah, okay, I really did lose to procs.
Of course.
Or then sometimes you look at like, okay, I lost to that 15. Or you notice that someone's attack bar was higher than you anticipated. You could have actually maybe done something to that. And then like there's a lot of mechanics. That's why RTA is an addiction for a lot of people when you really think about how much your brain has to exercise in it.
Yeah.
And like how quickly you have to work within that timer, right? Mind you, this is one of the hardest seasons right now. So yes, I understand if a lot of people are having frustrations in this season.
Yeah.
But don't ignore, ruining a unit on Swift just so it's tuned. This is more relevant now because of Oliver, more so than anything, if I were to say.
Yeah, because you want to keep your whole team as fast
Yeah.
as possible so that everybody who picks an Oliver doesn't just get to move 4 units in front of you by default because of a 33 lead.
Exactly.
That's really hard to win. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a big thing too is like, even in a game of like, this game is literally everything you do, it's pure chance, it's pure percentages, but there's constantly things that you can do to try to better your percentages. Like, I mean, just like all the way from like the basic stuff of like, okay, you have a better chance to despair stun a fire unit with water Ryu than you do a wind unit, because you can glance, and if you glance, you can't despair stun, right? Like, but you also have to be able to evaluate in real time with turn bar ticking down. I have to try to stun that wind unit or I'm going to lose, right?
Yes.
Some people don't even try it. They're just like, I'm just throwing my water Ryu attacks into that fire unit over there. And they miss a chance where it's like, no, you actually had to go for that wind unit there. Otherwise, you're screwed. You know what I mean? Like, that was your out, and you didn't even give yourself that opportunity. Maybe that only happens 15% of the time, but still, if you can win 15% of the games that you would have lost in that fashion, that's a huge difference. Like,
your rank's going up quite a bit just on that.
Yeah, I mean, over the course of the season, it's like, you're going to lose a lot of games in a game of RNG like this that you have no control over. You don't want to also lose the ones that you had control over. Like, you want to minimize that as much as possible. Like,
as much as you hate the RNG in this game, you actually also have to use the RNG in this game. Don't bypass glancing. You have low accuracy, and then you have to land that sleep with the S1 Wusa.
Yeah.
You have to go for it sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you got to aim for the Riley or something with with your Masha. Maybe your Masha only has 20 accuracy. Sometimes you've got to S2 the Riley. You know it's a slim chance, but you just have to do it. And I don't know, that's just something that comes with playing and either watching your replays or just, I don't know, maybe playing with a friend and maybe they're evaluating with you, like, and don't get offended if somebody tells you that you did something wrong. You know what I mean? Like, because that it's just an opportunity to be like, oh yeah, crap, like, had I actually killed that Riley there, even if it's only a 20% chance because they have 100 res and I have 20 accuracy, it was a 20% chance to win. Otherwise, I just lost anyway. So it's like, yeah.
And if you don't play tilted either, then
that too.
I can go
play less.
I guess I better quit now. That's it. I can't play tilted. What?
Play less wings. I probably play the lowest number of wings of anybody in G3. Yeah. I do like at most 3 wings a night, like, because it's just you only go one direction. Even if I win all 3 of those, I still just put my phone down and I'm just like, it's only going one way from here and it's not up. I'm not going to win every game that I queue up for. That is not going to happen.
I force my 30 wings and I typically regret it because I'll have a good 15 start and then my last 15
you lose it all and then some.
Well, I was going to say too, you guys are up in their G2, G3 ranks, so you're constantly seeing the same people over and over who know your play style, and it's got to be hard to maneuver around them sometimes.
Yeah, that makes it tough as well. Yeah, you definitely want to avoid, if you can, if you are playing higher up where there's less players, like, you don't really want to fight the same person over and over again unless you've just got like a real like Exodia LD type comp where you just don't even care. But like me, once somebody sees that my Escher outsped their Sekhmet or whatever, next game I'm not getting the Escher and I'm not having that surprise factor, and it could be rough, you know? So but yeah, there's a lot of little stuff. I mean, we all know that this game is 100, like, there's RNG in every little thing that you do. Every skill has a chance to miss. Every unit has a chance to proc or to spare stun or do whatever. It's just like, but don't discredit the actual process of like getting better at it, because there's a reason why someone like Pinkroyd or whatever will hop on someone's account, not change a single thing, and climb 1,000 ranks, you know what I mean, in like 30 minutes without changing a single thing. It's
Well
got
said. Well said.
he's drafting better. He's more consistently winning drafts, and he's winning the games that he should win. Whereas, like, no one can stop the games that you just can't win. Like, if Antares goes crazy on you, just try to get over the frustration in next game.
Right.
Like, there's nothing you
Yeah,
can do
right.
about it. It's
It is what it is sometimes. Yeah. It is
yeah.
what it is.
I see you looking at that Juno.
I just know. I just wanted to kind of rub it in your face there. How's this Juno look?
Oh no!
With the missing room.
It's even
with
better to rub in his face a Juno that's not being used. That's the
I
best
know.
part.
Oh, got him.
Oh, my heart.
We didn't pick that Abellio
No.
at all either. That's also what he
Oh man, I
wants.
want that.
Yeah, the ability wasn't picked. I think in the ability was more or less the same stats. I don't think he changed.
Yeah, I
it.
didn't really change him. He's he's a
Abellio's
good unit.
Abellio, yeah.
He's an Abellio.
You can pretty much just build him whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can kind of wrap it up there. I don't know if you guys have any closing advice you want to give to people for the final 2 weeks of the RTA season.
I don't know, just like you said before, you can't stop the RNG. Focus on what you could control. Condense your runes. Focus on a specific strategy and just go with the flow. And you need to take a break, do it. And again, like I said already, if you have the opportunity to connect with your friends, your guildmates or whatnot, that have an idea or understand everything and anything about RTA, do it, because at the end of the day, two heads are better than one. You might find something that you didn't even realize, like a 300 speed Tesher that might wreck somebody's face. You just might have it.
I wish we got to use it.
I'll record some video. I'll do some RTA this week, and you best believe that I'm gonna showcase some content where I'm playing with a Swift Tesher and just catching people off guard, because just that's like everything. When it comes to arena defense, siege defense, whatnot, you see the units, you take the compositions that you want to take up against because you're confident you're able to take them out. But it's that random build, or it's a different way of going at it that throws you off guard and potentially could lose you the win. And especially for siege or guild, when you lose a unit, that hurts big time, especially guild side for those that are limited on runes. So.
And that's a big thing in the final weeks of RTA too, is just having things that people aren't expecting, because you may just outright get a win in the final week because everybody's so locked in on, I'm trying to account for Masha, I'm trying to account for Dominic, I'm trying to account for all these meta overpowered units that you're seeing in 80% of your matches. And a unit like Teshar can just go in and clap them, because they're like, okay, I don't need my units on Will, I need to just be faster so that I'm not getting hit by Dominics and things like that. And then they take off the Will, and now Teshar just crushes them. It's
a beautiful thing.
Yep.
On paper.
Yeah, of course. You can still just miss and lose, but that's with everything.
I just want to say, watch your replays. Even you, Charles, the replays we did today, watch them. Make sure, okay, I have to do this, this, and this in this order. If an Antares goes on me, there's nothing I can do about it. And don't think you need to There's not a single box in this game that you can re-rune to account for Antares totally. There's a little bit, but don't overthink it.
Unless you have like a Destiny or something.
Unless you have Destiny. If you have Destiny, just leave the Antares one shot. You're happy.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited just to kind of mess with what I got here. I don't want to make any changes. Like I said, at the end of the day, we can rune it the way we want to, but if we don't practice it, if we don't, just practice over and over and over again, it's not going to mean anything.
Yeah.
So,
and in this group too that we're in right now, you can always send a picture or an idea, and we'll respond when we can. Sure. So, what do you think about this? We're like, fuck no or fuck yes.
Yeah.
One or the other. And use your Swift runes. If you're having issues with Oliver, like I have been, just because that extra base speed or extra speed lead, the 9% he gives you just topples you. Use your Swift runes to keep your units at a higher speed if you want to leave it in, because I don't think playing turn 2 against them works. I do like the idea of running Swift units, even if they don't ever have a chance to proc. If you had no chance to win if you just went turn 2 to him anyway, most of the time.
Yeah.
You just never had that
You're not having a chance to proc if he's resetting you and putting your bar to 0 anyways, right?
Exactly.
So what good does it do?
Right.
So that was the great advice Ziggy put upon my accounts. Use your Swift runes, get your units really fast, and that way Oliver's I can outspeed now, which is great. Put me at a great advantage. Watch your replays, use Swift Runes, and condense your box. Actually condense your box. Stick to a play style.
Yep. And
Don't
brush your
play with
teeth.
brush your teeth. More importantly, at night, more so than the morning. I don't get the morning brush.
Okay, now we're getting into bad advice.
Bad advice. That's Canadian advice right there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll
Thank you
close
for
it
having
up there. Good luck on the rest of your season. And good luck to anyone else watching. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Take care.